live. Hey everyone, it's Lisa and
Barry.
over that side. Oh my God, guys, we have just been giggling. I could show you a picture of Barry Goldstein, but I will not. I
Yeah,
did promise. I
let's just
did
leave it at that.
You can't slap me. I'm over here in Kansas. You're over there in Arizona.
You're in Kansas. I'll just click my heels twice, and
I didn't know you had a pair of ruby slippers.
they're ethereal.
Oh my gosh. So I went into Wamego this weekend, and it was a tulip festival, and I've never been there. And all along there's like little Toto, and there's like the Tin Man and everything. Wizard of Oz.
Wow, who's your favorite character?
It's been so long since I watched The Wizard of Oz. I want to say the lion.
I was going to say the same thing. Since we're going to be talking about heart-centered living
Yeah.
and the many aspects of the heart, I'm gonna, that was going to be my answer as well.
Yeah, why the lion?
Because you had to find his heart. You had to find his courage.
That's true. And
You know,
then
he
then
had
he
the outside, the act of being this courageous lion, but he really had to take a journey deeper to find his true heart.
Yeah, I agree. All right, guys, we're talking about the Wizard of Oz here. Okay, I'm seeing everyone coming in. Hey, Connie. Hey, everyone. So coming in, let us know if you've seen the Wizard of Oz and what character and why you love that character. We're actually chatting. The reason why we're chatting is we're going to be talking about Vasa. Yeah, Barry, what part of Vasa are you today?
I'm Sa, so
All right,
yeah,
I am Va.
yeah, and I am Sa, so she is voice activations. I'm sound activation. Sometimes we switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're multi Vasas here, so
Multi-buses. Oh my God.
we're very silly today.
Yeah, Barry's in one of these moods. Barry is okay. I'm just going to tell you, Barry's so awesome, right? When I first met him, I was like, oh God, he's this serious dude, but he's the best. He's so funny. Sitting and hanging out and getting to know Barry is like, it was a dream because you were just hilarious. So anyway,
Same. Yeah, we have a lot of fun. You
we
have to
do.
have fun, you know?
Yeah, that's what
You
it's
have to
all
have
about. We
fun.
were just chatting actually. So, for those of you who are coming in, I want you to pop in the chat who you are grateful for, and I want you to tag them. And I want them to know why you are grateful for them in your life. So, why is it that you are grateful for these individuals coming in? And we're going to give them a gift now. And what we're going to do is we're going to put on our new little voice and sound activation. What is it? 3 minutes long. It's not very long. But this is our gift to you and to your people who you're tagging, so they can really experience this whole energy. Okay, so I'm going to pop this on here. All right, I'm going to remove us, and we're gonna let this. Oh, I gotta make sure I've got sound. Oh boy, hold please. Let me make sure I've got sound, because when you just, Barry, don't shout at me. Here we go. Okay, now I'm doing it. No, is that the right one?
No.
Oh, it's one of them days, isn't it? Oh my God, it's one of those days. I had it all planned. Oh, look, Shaf Garcia is so grateful for you.
I saw that. Thank you, Shaft. That's amazing.
That's awesome.
You made my day. Yeah, we've been on a journey together.
Aw,
10 years.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys listen to this. Take a moment just to breathe. allowing your body just to settle in the space where you are right now, and let go. Let go of all the day that is around you, and just breathe into this place of now, where you are, and be present. Presence is the gift that we give ourselves to receive all that we need. Allow yourself just to breathe. And as every breath comes into your body, you feel more alive. And as you exhale, you are relaxing and sinking into this moment. Allow yourself in the space to completely receive. Allow yourself this gift of time for you to come home to your heart. I love this, Barry. It's so powerful, isn't it? Just to be able to see that. What's it like to actually see your music and hear your music in like some, like with loads of people? Oh, you're a little bit blurry. There we go. There you go. What's it like to have that, just so people have that impact on you? What does it feel like? Because you do it every single day. Oh, you're muted, love. There you go.
I was saying it was interesting because I was more focused on your voice because I listen to my music all the time, right? So it's like, oh my God, Lisa's voice and what she was saying was just so impactful. So the marriage of the two together, you
Yeah.
know, just it's always like listening to the first time when you're adding another layer of collaboration. So synergy, and collaboration are what really makes me tick. Like
Hmm.
creating something from nothing and collaborating with someone and birthing something into the world and combining forces, I think is just really important in the world now that we're not doing, just doing our work alone. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. We're not doing our work alone. So here's Barry and I were chatting earlier on. We were chatting about how, well, I came up to him and I said, listen, I'm finding that everybody's in their head. Everyone is so in their head. Everyone's so in their mind about what's going on in the world, what illness somebody has, what money problems they have, what they need to do, all this running around. And, you know, one of the things that Barry came up with was that we have so much information. And we do, don't we, Barry? I mean, talk about it from your point of view, because you marry science and spirituality all the time.
yeah, I mean, I think it's not like news to anyone how much information that we have, and it's got its blessings because things are so available to us, but at the same time, it keeps us in our thinking brain.
Mm.
And what we were talking about is that there are many different ways to access information. It's not just from mental stimulation, but sometimes it's slowing down our thought processes and our brain waves so that we can tap into information not from the technology that we have, but the older and more ancient technologies, like connecting to an unlimited field where information goes beyond our knowing mind, and we are tapping into unknown creativity.
Yeah.
So it's just another way, and that's what Lisa and I have come together to talk about and to experience, is like, how can you access this field? And a big part of doing that is coming down into your heart and using music and using sound, using vibration, using voice, is the oldest biohack that we have. People have been using it for thousands of years, way before any of this technology.
Yep.
People had their own distractions. And of course, music and sound and vibration were also utilized then to create a deeper connection with the heart and with the divine.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I was bringing up when we were talking, I was bringing up the ancient medicine wheel. And
Mhm.
some of you might know what I'm talking about here. So when we talk about the ancient medicine wheel, there are many medicine wheels in variety of different, countries, and they all work on the same principle. That we're trying to balance, and we're coming to get into consciousness, which is sometimes we're so in our mind, we have to drop into our heart, and sometimes we're so in our spirit, through prayer, through religion, through connectivity of spirit, through channeling, through whatever, that we actually have to drop into our body. And when we're doing that, what we actually do is it's all opposite and complementary, as my friend would say. We actually find this consciousness, this center of being, and we find balance. And so what I would really love you to think about right now is, what is it in your life that you are really in your head about, that is occupying your thoughts? What is occupying your thoughts on a daily basis? Is it money? Is it illness? Is it a divorce? What is it? And then I want you to sit and think about what would your life be if you could change that? What would your life be? And then what other things would you be worrying about? And I want you to understand whether you're really in your mind and you just go through life thinking, or are you really feeling? Because I know, Barry, I've found that a lot of people we've tapped away from the emotional part of it, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's something that we're really not taught in school. So there's a lot of emphasis on how to think and how to, process and, educating through the mind, but there's not a whole lot of talk about the heart's intelligence. And so I think that's what has brought us together in terms of bringing in new tools and practices to use with music and sound to connect more fully to the heart, and not as much um, facts or information, but how do you take all that you've learned in this unbelievable age that we're in of information,
Hmm.
and how do you give yourself a vibrational upgrade so that you are transforming that um, with transforming those facts and knowledge into wisdom.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. The brain processes it, but until we implement it and are able to plug it into our lives to create transformation and power, then we're not really utilizing our heart and balancing the heart and the brain. And that's where, the gumbo and the spice in your life, right? And the transformation comes in when you begin to balance all of those things you talked about within the wheel. So
Yeah.
it's a balance of new and old, and science and spirituality, and finding the merging for you, where you can create a practice to navigate your energy so that you can share your gift, whatever your
Hmm.
gift is that you're
Yeah,
here
I
to share.
agree. I
Yeah.
agree. And so I love this. There's so many comments that are actually coming in right now. Um, I know CD said, I think we are overly reactive, emotional from old patterns, and we go onto autopilot. And I actually agree with that. I agree with that statement, you know. Um, and so I need to transform my heart to find calm balance. Now, I would actually say it's not transforming your heart. I would say that what we're trying to do is give you an opportunity to tap into this place, to
Hmm.
actually and recognize where there is an imbalance, and then come into that whole balance. That's where I feel. Because Barry, you also said we were talking about it earlier. You said that we come from a place of love in a masculine and feminine way. You know,
Hmm.
explain that since you are the masculine part of this whole deal here.
My wife tells me I also carry a lot of feminine energy,
You do.
my nurturing aspects. But yeah, I think that we tend to kind of categorize, how the heart processes this energy. So there's a very soft, compassionate heart, and some of us are even empaths where we're picking up on other people's energy and their emotion, and we're spending our energy, a lot of energy, in terms of delegating that energy, and so not just absorbing that energy. We could be present without absorbing it. And so there's this soft, nurturing energy, which is, thought to be more feminine, that
Mhm.
nurturing energy, the energy of mother, right? The energy of the
Yeah.
earth and a nurturing energy. And the other aspect of that in the heart, it's not all nurturing. There are many times where we have, situations in our life that we have to set boundaries, and we have to be courageous and step into, um, taking care of ourselves and loving ourselves. So it's not just being a doormat and thinking that that is love, because we're giving beyond compassion, and we're giving all of our energy away. So that's really learning to balance this soft, nurturing energy, because of course we want to be compassionate and we want to be able to feel, but we also don't want to be taken advantage of.
Mhm.
And sometimes creating those boundaries, that still comes from your heart, and that is more of the courageous heart.
Mhm.
And so when you put these two together and you can find that balance, then you're spending your energy more effectively in your life. So again, so you have this loving energy for yourself, so at the end of the day, if you're feeling like, oh my God, I don't have any energy left, right?
Yeah.
And I don't have any energy to create, or, well, I'll start writing that book tomorrow, or I'll start, then that you're spending your energy and there's an imbalance there. So, even I'm trying to read that as a comment that someone said, right, um, about spending a lot of energy, right?
Mhm.
And yeah, and that's what happens. So, and that's what, we're going to be working with. We're going to be, going into talking a little bit about the love shop that we're doing, but it's going to be all about, when you're balanced and your energy's balanced, your energy centers or your chakras are balanced, you don't have to spend a lot of energy because you're in a place of responding and not overreacting.
Yeah.
But you have to kind of, take inventory, and sometimes you need help to do that.
And it's not always easy, and sometimes you actually need support to do it.
That's right.
And when we're talking about this, like I said earlier, I want you to think about what you've been in your head about recently. And then how amazing would it be if you could have a break from that, have a moment to feel and really feel alive, okay? Because breathing, there's a song lyric, um, breathing doesn't make you alive, okay? There's a song lyric, it's a country song. And because it doesn't, just because we're breathing doesn't make you feel this alive, this electric feeling. But what if we could take you away from that mind, that monkey mind of chatter of, oh my God, what if, what if, what if, what if, what if, and go into our heart to feel, to actually really feel alive, to really experience life in so many different ways, to make you look at life in a very unique fashion to allow you to kind of just grab your life in a way and not worry about this mind chatter, chat, 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 but to really feel it and experience it. And, I remember going through the dating game. Oh God, Barry, do you remember the whole dating game? Right.
Yes, I do.
So I remember a friend of mine I kept saying, what if they hurt me? I don't want to open my heart because I'm afraid of getting hurt.
Mm,
And she said to me, she said, but what if they are worth opening your heart for and you miss it?
mm,
And I went, wow. And that hit me hard. And that's when I opened my heart. And I opened my heart to it, and in walked the right person, and here I am almost 9 years later, eight and a half years later, and it's here we are, and the
mm.
story works. But I think we get so fearful of allowing our feelings to drive us, and so we hold them back, and we come from the mind, the chatter of the mind. And that's actually where a lot of anxiety comes from. A lot of people listen to your music to relax. I mean, we have a message here that she's recovering from a lot of things, and that your music is helping. Don't you find that you get a lot of people come to you because they're so in their mind, they're so in that mind chatter?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we've all experienced, like powerful situations where music has affected us. Nothing does it like music because, it's a therapy. I call 'em, music acoustaceuticals, right? Because we can use it as medicine, but there's nothing that does it as effectively because it surprises us.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have the ability to bring in fear in the same way because when a song hits you, all of a sudden your floodgates are opening and you're releasing energy. Someone was asking about how to use music for grief.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when my mom died, this is just an example, of how music can move energy. I had to be like the strong man of the family and didn't give myself a lot of time to process the grief. And about 6 months later, I said, I really need to create like ceremony for my mom and to honor her and also to allow me to move through some of the grief. I made a playlist of my mom's like favorite songs to honor her. And literally in 20 minutes of listening to 4 songs, I'd moved so much grief, but not in a way that was just that was sad, but it was also so honoring. It was happy and sad at the same time because I played Tom Jones, "What's New Pussycat." That was one of the songs that she loved, right? Andre,
Bocelli. Bocelli.
yes, yeah,
Andrea
she
Bocelli.
loved him, right? So literally, and we can stand around and wait for music to happen to us in random ways, or we can learn how to use it and create programs of moving specific types of energy, whatever it is. So that was grief, but there could be something else that you're looking to move through. And that's why like the voice and like mantras, which we're going to get into, gets you out of your thinking mind because it's hard to think about your stuff when you're chanting something else. The mind wants to just focus on one thing. And I think what you said, Lisa, about opening your heart, right? And it's not just for relationships either. We are so programmed that about wanting not to get hurt
Yep.
in situations too. Like I wrote my first book and nobody liked it, so I'm not writing my second book, right? I'm just saying,
No.
fear of opening our
Oh,
heart.
really? I loved your book.
No, I'm just saying, right? Fear of opening up again, right? To even in business or whatever it is that we carry these pre-programs, and a lot of sometimes it's passed down to us ancestrally too.
Mhm.
So working with the heart and working with music, I don't think there's anything as effective.
Yeah, I
Um, you know,
agree. And I think, music is the opportunity to put our feelings into sound, into words, and things like that. And I actually agree when especially because I talk about grief all the time. um, when you're actually going through it, I always say put a playlist on, create a
Mhm.
playlist, find music that works for you. And it's funny because my husband was tossing and turning in his bed last night. And I halfway through, I'm thinking, he hasn't got his twinkle music on. He hasn't got his twinkle, because normally we just go to Doris in the corner over there. I don't want to say her name because everybody's will go off. But to Doris in the corner, play Sleep on, Apple Music. And, it goes off, and that's his calming. That just takes you away. That just takes everything. And, you know, I think all of us can relate to the fact that music helps us. Music truly helps everyone. So, listen, guys, we have an opportunity for you to work with us personally. We haven't done this in how long's it been, Barry? Has it been
It's been a while, like, probably
been
almost 2 years, maybe.
yeah, it's been a while. So
Mhm.
Barry and I are you're going to have the ability to work with us personally. And we are doing a Vasa love, we've called it a love shop. A love shop. We've called it a love shop, and we're doing this amazing workshop. But it is a love shop, and it's on the 2nd of May, and it is a journey into the heart, and it is bringing in brain and heart coherence. So we are really in that space where you can get out of the mind. You can get out of that monkey mind. What is it that you're constantly thinking of? To then really get into the heart, to really help you navigate, to really feel, to not be scared, but to come from that courageous space that Barry and I, if you were just listening at the beginning, we were talking about the Wizard of Oz, but being the lion in the Wizard of Oz, where you feel like I haven't got a heart, but all of a sudden becoming courageous and knowing that you have it all within you. And so if it is something that you're inspired, to do, I'm going to say, just come and join us. It is a 2-hour opportunity to join us. And Barry's also, or we, should I say, we have got brand new,
Mhm.
never heard ever before. You guys have had a little snippet of it, but brand new, never heard before music from Vasa, which I'm so excited about. And you've been working so hard on it, Barry.
Yeah, I mean, Lisa came into the studio and literally, like, in 2 days, we created so many amazing, Vasa journeys for all of you, and we were so excited about it because these, like, journeys, we could talk about it all day, but when you hear these journeys, you're gonna be moved and you're gonna feel your heart, and that's really what it's about. It's We're going to be providing some science behind heart coherence, meeting people where they're at. So no matter where you are, if you think you're a person that's most of the time in your head, or you think you're a person that's most of the time in the heart, we're going to really find the balance of those between the science and the spirituality of it. And yeah, and Lisa's going to be using her voice. So for those of you who have experienced Lisa's teachings as an unbelievable spiritual teacher, I don't know if you've ever experienced her voice, but her voice is a healing tool in itself. And she's going to be doing some chants and some activations. I'm going to be working with tuning forks and live keyboards. There's going to be meditations. And in 2 hours, one thing I can say is you're going to be getting a vibrational upgrade from wherever you're coming into the class with us, to how you're going to leave it. And you're going to have practical tools to be able to plug in to your life to be more heart centered. And I think we
Mhm.
talk about it a lot, being heart centered. But we don't always have the tools to bring that into reality. So that's what we're going to be doing.
Yeah, I'm excited. And Hope just said, look at this. What a fantastic collaboration. I love that. Yeah.
Awesome.
We came together many years ago, and it's just been a collaboration that we've continued on. Barry, should we play that thing one more time?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was gonna. Are you psychic? Wow,
I
that's
think maybe.
that's awesome. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say let's play it at the end for those people who might have missed it. And
yeah,
really, just setting. Here's the thing. We have it's not going to be a humongous workshop. There's a limited space. We want to keep it really intimate. And I invite you, like when we play at this time, to just go inward and see if you feel like you're called to be there with us. This is just like a small sample of the energy that we're gonna be bringing through. And yeah, just go into your heart, drop down to your heart, and see if you feel like you're there with us, because it's already happening.
yeah.
Um,
It
it's already
works.
happening.
It works without you even, realizing it. And so, um, let's come away from the mind. Let's come
Mhm.
away from the mind, feel it, sense it, and be it. Okay. So I'm going to
Mm.
bring this back. I'll let you guys all witness the magic of Vasa. Take a moment just to breathe, allowing your body just to settle in the space where you are right now, and let go. Let go of all the day that is around you, and just breathe into this place of now, where you are, and be present. Presence is the gift that we give ourselves to receive all that we need. Allow yourself just to breathe. And as every breath comes into your body, you feel more alive. And as you exhale, you are relaxing and sinking into this moment. Allow yourself in the space to completely receive. Allow yourself this gift of time for you to come home to your heart. So if you're inspired to come and join us on the 2nd of May, then I'm really going to encourage you to sign up. I love it. Oh, I love this. Vasa, the energy weapons stored within. Use it, don't lose it. I love that. Love that.
That's
I love.
awesome. Thank you, Sean.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us. Barry, do you have any parting words?
No, I just hope to see you there. If you feel called to be there with us, it's going to be a beautiful and amazing event. And come on into our sound tribe.
Sound Tribe. I love that. All right. So, sending you all so much love on this Monday afternoon. wherever you are. Actually, yes, Barry, it's just gone into Monday afternoon for you. So the link, I'll tell you the link. It is just go to vasa.lisawilliams.com/join, and you can be part of this whole experience. I'll write it into the chat as well, because why not? Here we go, .com/join. There you are. Come and join us, be part of the event, be part of the experience, and meet some new friends and meet some people, and let's just open and expand our hearts and really come from that place of love, however that may feel for you. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. Bye, everyone.